Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and this is Jyoti from Angie and Joe's channel. If you are new here, we normally make videos about baking and health, fitness, and also about makeup, and so it is basically everything from our home to our kitchen. That's also the tagline of our channel. So today is a reading vlog day. Yes, this is my first vlog. So today I'm going to talk about my reading journey. What am I reading now? So yeah, without further delay, let's start. So the first book that I'm about to finish is this. This is American Assassin by Vince Flynn. So this is not my first book of Vince Flynn. I have read so many books from this particular author, and I really love his writing. The way the books are so gripping, you just don't want to finish it, but you just can't stop reading the book. So this book is very nice. So it's about a assassin, a CIA agent. So this person, Mitch Rapp. So Vince Flynn has written many books with this particular character, Mitch Rapp, and I have read many of those books, but this is the first book. So I always wanted to read this book because in this book we get to know that why Mitch Rapp became what he is now. So the book starts with Mitch Rapp being a college student, a very good athlete, and he has broken many records. But something happened, and because of which, from a normal college athlete, he became an assassin. So what was that? So he had a girlfriend who died in a Pan Am crash which was done by terrorists, and after that Mitch Rapp went into such a shock that only thing he was thinking about revenge, because he was not getting the closure that he wanted, and for that closure he thought that he will get closure only when he kill people who taken his girlfriend from him. So he was in that state of mind. That's when Irene Kennedy, who was the left hand for a CIA director, Thomas Stanfield. She recruited this person, and she wanted him to come to CIA and work undercover, so there won't be anything related to Mitch Rapp. So there's a blank page, Mitch Rapp, and he will be taking all the terrorists, because whatever is happening, America is already losing so many spies, because there is a mole or there is something going on. Because of that many of the spies are getting caught by terrorists. So how they are forming a team of people who are not associated with CIA, but they are CIA, so they are assassins for CIA. So this particular book is a journey of Mitch Rapp from a college student to the time when he got hired, and how his training went, how Hurley, one of the trainer who was also a very good field agent, how he trained him, and then his first assassin, and how he went through it, what he felt, how then again how he went into terrorist group, and how he is going to save people. So that's the journey. I have read this book almost 90%. I'm about to finish. I'm on 440 page, and there are 500 pages here. So I still have to read 60 pages. So I still do not know the end, that what happens at the end. Was he able to save them or not, or how this book ends, I do not know. But I know that Mishra, after his journey into CIA, became a very celebrated agent, and his journey is really nice. If you like thriller, mysteries, this is the book that you should pick. And I would say all the Mishra books are very, very good. And since it is the beginning, you will know why he became Mishra that he is. And then when you read the next books, it will be a continuation. I started somewhere in between, and I like the characters so much, I like the writing so much, that I read many of the books, and then I somehow got this first part of the book, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is my first read that I'm reading as of now. The second one that I am reading, rather I am listening, is this one. This is Algorithm to Live by Brian Christine and Tom Griffith. So these are the authors of this book, and I got to know about this particular book through Blinkist. It's a app which tells you or gives you a summary about a book. So if you do not have too much of time and you heard about a book, so this is a very good app which you can use to know the summary, entire summary, what is there in the book and what all things are explained. So if you want to know about this app, please click on the link here. We already made a video on this, and it will give all the details about this particular app. So I got to know about this book, Algorithm to Live by, through this Blinkist. So I really like the summary which was given in the app. So the book is very, very initially you will think that it is too much bombarding of mathematics, but it is not. It is explained in a very plain language, and it is really enjoyable. It is a pleasurable read. So what happens is it tells you about a decision making process. It tells you about what are the theories that a mathematician uses to decide something. Say what are the theories that your computer uses to decide something, to sort something. But these theories are not only limited to computer or to mathematicians. We in our day-to-day life also use these kind of things. Say for example, there is a game theory, there is a secretarial theory. Say for example, if you are hiring people, you should know when to stop, or when you should, when you hire or when you take interviews, you need to decide that whether I have already found a good match for my requirement, or should I take more interviews. So sometimes what happens, we have already found a good match, but we think that maybe we will find someone better, so we will move ahead with our interviews, and after some point we think that okay, maybe I have already lost the person who was best for this particular job. So now what, as an interviewer, you think that now whoever comes, I should take that person. So the same thing is applied in your own life. Like for example, if you are considering for marriage or a girlfriend, you also you have options. You decide that okay, now this is the correct person, I should marry her, or you think that okay, no, I think I should wait. So these are the decisions that were explained in detail in normal understanding language in this particular book. Then how do you sort things, how, like for example, now IPL is going on. So in IPL, how do they decide which team is the best? So it is easy to decide which is the best team, but then again, what are you doing? You are again using an algorithm. Each team is playing with other team, so each team will play with the other team at least once. Now in IPL, it may be more than once. So this particular sorting things is also explained. So for me, say for example, I have in my email, if you go, you will see at least thousands of unread email, and my sister on the other hand has very clean email. So you should know when to be okay with messiness and when to clean up things. So for example, I feel that cleaning my emails are not necessary, because the time I will take to clean my email will be much more. If I want to find something, I will simply search that word and I will find that email. So why do I bother to create different folders in my email and park all my emails in the different folder. I feel that that is completely waste of my time. Instead, I can just put a search word and use it. So you should know when to do something, when not to do something. So if you are buying a house, again, that is a decision. So this particular book explain all those decisions, and that too very precisely, very nicely explained. You won't even feel for a minute that you are like, you know, dealing with so many mathematical theories out there. So yes, I would suggest that if you want to really understand the algorithms that we are using in our daily life, knowingly and unknowingly, this book is the best one. And I've already completed around 50% of it, and I really enjoyed it. And I didn't expect it so much from this book, because it is not very well known book, but I really enjoyed, you know. So far I'm enjoying it, and it is such a nice read. It is a very delightful book. If you want to read, please do pick this book. It's very nice. So before I tell you about my third book, let me tell you something about myself. I am normally a person who prefer books over TV or shows or movies. So whenever there's a show coming, I prefer to read the book first and then watch a show. So far it has been like that, but this time I am taking an exception, and I started watching this show called Shadows and Bones, and I actually liked it, and so I thought, why not read the book? So now this is the first time I am seeing a show first, and after that, because I liked it so much, I thought of reading a book. So Shadows and Bone is written by Leigh Bardugo. So it's a story about Grisha, which is something new to us. Grishas are kind of a magical people, like your Harry Potter witches and all. So the story revolves around a nation called Ravka. So Ravka was initially a very wealthy nation, but one Grisha did something. So he created a shadow. Because of that shadow fold, Ravka was divided into two paths, and this shadow was actually created of darkness, and in this darkness there were lots of monsters. So it was difficult to, you know, cross the fold. So a regiment was assigned to cross the fold. In that, there was a girl called Alina and her friend Mal, who were there traveling on the ship. Meanwhile, when they were inside the fold, some monsters attacked them, and her friend got injured. So to save him, she came forward, and at that very moment a monster came, and then everyone got to know that this girl Alina, who was an orphan and who is now working with the army and not in a very great position, she is actually a Grisha. She is not only a Grisha, she is actually someone called a sun summoner. Sun summoner is a very, very big thing. There was no sun summoner, and the sun summoner, why it was so important, was because a sun summoner could only remove the shadow fold, because yes, sun summoner is someone who can call light, and light of course can destroy the shadow. So that's the story, that's how the story unfolds. And then when everyone got to know that she is the sun summoner, they took her to the king in Little Palace, and there her training is going on. So that's how the story proceeds. It's very nice. It has a very old era kind of a feeling, something magical, fantasy. So yes, something new. So I am enjoying the show. I'm also enjoying the book, which I have just started, just 5% done. So yes, these are the 3 books that I am reading currently. Yes, I think that's it. Now let me know what are you guys reading in the comment section below. If you want me to read any other book, or if you want me to review any other book, please also comment in the comment section. That's it for today's vlog. See you. Do like, share and subscribe to our videos. That's it. Bye bye.